Houston, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lets one fly deep. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking for a crease to the left. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him. That's a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up, you're taking it the other way, and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it up the 30 and still running. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Snap it to the back. And he'll be stopped. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He wants to throw it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and they extend the lead to 4. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Pierre. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. play of the period. First down here. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Going to look downfield again. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Clemson. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's blunt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle is blunt. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Offense working from the pistol. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Hester. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He wants to throw it again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the...
They get through and it's blocked. Defense has it.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Dances away to buy time. And the 40, there he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
Grab behind the line. It's Blunt. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Texas.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pierre. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. Stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Steps away. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Off to the races. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. The give to the back. And some room to work. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Quarterback adapting. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a great for a big play. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Showing off the arm. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Floats it out in space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Using his legs, it's done. Shows him the stiff arm. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
To the air, it's York. Makes the grab, it's Figueroa. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And with this place blocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Power football with the run. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He'll try it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Pierre. Hits it with a stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Makes a grab on the shot. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. To the air, it's York. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get.
Looking for the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Working the middle, it's complete. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
Texas, 24, Clemson, 19.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Hits the open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Lines is back in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on